All right, what is up, hustlers? Welcome into today's video. Today we are going to be diving into my strategy right now during this recession and exactly the assets that I've been stacking. And if you would have listened on the channel, you would have been stacking as well. But on top of that, some things that I don't think have played out yet, and a couple of plays and narratives that I think are still to unfold, as well as two new business models slash cash flow, I would say passive cash flow side hustles that I've kind of added to my repertoire and to my monthly incomes over the times that I want to kind of share with you. Things that I have put together that are very automated and that over time I can definitely share with you here on this channel. Let's dive into it. As the crypto market is hot, we're going to talk about all the coins that I'm currently in and looking into as well. As you probably saw in the last video, we talked about my 2023 portfolio. Check that out if you didn't. So like the video if you enjoy, subscribe for more every single week here on the Hustlepedia channel, and check out the links down below in the description to check out my NFT collection, this thing of ours, the NFT Gaming Mafia, as well as my mastermind program or my YouTube growth courses, which are down below. So go ahead and check either one of those out in the description. Let's dive into it. So as we're seeing right now, Bitcoin's at 23,800, and the market's kind of ripping at this moment in time. If Bitcoin continues, goes above 24, on my banter show and on I believe on my last show, I was saying I think 24 to 27 is realistic, and a lot of people that I know are talking about 30,000 as this rally will continue for the next 15 to 30 days, and people think we will see 30,000 plus on the Bitcoin. So if that plays out, we're going to see some massive opportunities here, guys. So number one, obviously, the number one thing I have been doing is stacking a ton of crypto. I had been DCAing for a while on my top projects on Polygon, on Bitcoin, on Ethereum. I've gotten the DCA on Vulcan Forge at low prices, on ApeCoin at low prices, on Gala. We've stacked our bag strategically. So as mentioned, Bitcoin, obviously, no-brainer. You want to have some Bitcoin, guys. Think of Bitcoin as like your retirement almost. Like when Bitcoin, the smartest people in the world think that Bitcoin will have a six-digit, $100,000 price point eventually. They think that'll be a couple $100,000. Some people think it'll be $1 million. Stack some Bitcoin. There is no reason not to. I would absolutely advise you to do so and to just have some in your portfolio. Unless your portfolio is literally like $1,000, do not just put it all in Bitcoin. You will rather grow it with some altcoins. But I would definitely say if you have a big portfolio, have some freaking Bitcoin for your retirement. I think it's a no-brainer, as well as Ethereum, powering all the L2s and powering basically, the entirety of the NFT market. But the one project creeping up on its heels, obviously, is Polygon with all the business partnerships they've brought to the table. Meta, Stripe, which, Meta is Facebook and Instagram. They have Dolce & Gabbana. They have all the biggest car brands like Bentley. They have Liverpool FC. There's Nike. They have so many big business partners coming to the chain, and they just surpassed Ethereum in daily active users. So that was a very big milestone. But what is the one industry in crypto that I think, okay, like all of those are good and those are safe bets, but what are some really actual high, little higher risk, but very high upside? And what is an industry that is going to absolutely explode inside of crypto? Well, me and some other really, really brilliant people in the space think that is going to be Web3 gaming, crypto gaming, metaverse, NFT gaming, AI technology. That industry is going to be the biggest disruptor as far as crypto and bring the most use cases and the biggest adoption into the industry when people understand that owning their assets inside of games and the developers that can get secondhand sales on their games and their products through actually just being and giving their players NFT ownership. It's a very easy concept. There's more than one touch point for their product to be sold if they allow them to sell it on a marketplace, and then the developer makes money on it every single time. So what are some projects that we've been looking at? We know we got a DCA into ApeCoin, and it's up, about 15% from our DCA level. And I think that, $7 plus is realistic here. I think Bitcoin's going to continue rallying personally. And I think in the short term, we're going to see that play out. I think ApeCoin 7, Gala definitely has some upside, but I wouldn't be buying Gala too hard. It already has multiplied, within the last 45 days or so. But other than that, I think Gala has some upwards momentum, giving how much, clout and how much pull they have in the market. You know, they are a dominant project. They're one of the best projects in the space. And I think if, you know, Bitcoin does continue rallying, which I think it will, I think that we're going to see Gala play out very nicely. So I think Gala could continue its momentum. I think Vulcan Forge, you know, it's a little above $4 right now. I think the momentum here is going to continue. I think 480 plus is definitely in the cards, $5 plus, etc. And I think that over the long term, we're going to potentially see closer to those all-time highs in the next bull run. You know, according to some things that I've been hearing, I think that whenever we get back around to those new all-time highs, I think that Vulcan Forge is, and that's a 10x from here. So I think Vulcan Forge, you're lining yourself up very nicely if you have those bags currently. I think Ultra has a lot of upside potential, potentially like 32 plus cents here if Bitcoin does continue its momentum. And why is this conviction? Why am I thinking that crypto gaming projects are going to rally so hard? Well, Amazon just got into Web3 gaming, and Amazon has narrowed down as gaming is the niche they're going to attack. They own Twitch. They have millions and millions of people watching games and playing games on their platform every single day. And especially with Amazon gaming, the web that they cast, no pun intended with the web, but in Web3 that they're entering with gaming, it just speaks narratives and volumes. They see that as the biggest industry to get involved in Web3, and I think it's a no-brainer. We're seeing Apple getting involved with VR, and, you know, another big player coming into the metaverse with Meta. You know, this is all playing out, guys, and we've been telling you this for years. At this point, we've been telling you this for years, that this is the industry to watch out for, and this is the industry that's going to be the biggest emerger out of the Web3 technology, and I think that that speaks for itself. So that is really what we're looking at, narrowing it down: Bitcoin, ETH, Polygon, Ape, Gala, Vulcan Forge, Ultra, and I'm looking at WASDR as a low cap, definitely. WASDR as a low cap, WAS as a ticker sign. Now, if you would have caught, it wasn't a heavily viewed video, guys, but if you would have caught my stock market video, so number two, I went heavy into the stock market a little while ago. Or I went pretty heavy into a couple of stocks, and I mentioned my top 5 stocks for this year, and some of those included, you know, as we're looking at Shopify, I believe I called that around like $37, and it's now $50. NVIDIA, I called around $170 here on the channel, and it is $203. Now, those are not the ones that I am currently going to say, hey, they're going to keep going. We all know how that goes, right? We all know how that goes being in the crypto industry. But 2 that I am definitely looking at for some upside potential still, that I think as the S&P continues to rally, I think it will, with the way that the Fed, I believe the rate hikes will slow, either pause or slow, right? So I think that we're going to see a rally continue in the crypto and the S&P, and I think that one big benefactor will be Snapchat. You know, and you know, they're the one Meta, like Meta's had a pretty good run, and I think that Snap is owned by Meta. So I think we're going to potentially see Snap run. As we see here, they're at 1091 currently. So I think Snapchat has a lot of upside, as well as Pinterest. I think that Pinterest, you know, a ton of businesses have pivoted. They're doing a ton of advertising over on Pinterest. Users are, you know, stable or / growing as far as, you know, app usage, you know, month over month due to this and the shopping features. I actually think that Pinterest, you know, has a lot of potential as well as far as upside in this market. Because if you look at these charts, you know, we're kind of just middling. We're kind of just, you know, and if you look at the 5-year, we're nowhere near to these all-time highs. And then let's go take a look at Snapchat. Obviously, you know, we're way off of all-time highs. And this is no call whatsoever that these are stocks. These aren't crypto coins. But at the same time, you know, we're seeing Shopify. It's up 33% over the last 45 days since I made that stock market video. So these things can move pretty aggressively. Snap and Pinterest would be where I'm looking currently at this moment in time. And then I am looking to get into real estate. I currently do not own any property, guys, but I am looking to get into real estate this year. A lot of people I know that are in the Airbnb industry, in the long-term rental game, short-term rental game. I've been talking to them about, you know, the tax advantages, for example. Whenever all the biggest people, when Donald Trump, for example, gets criticized for not paying his taxes, it's, you know, a lot of that's due to real estate, right? He doesn't have to get a lot of tax code can be leveraged if you own a ton of property. And that's just the facts of it. So A, it's a great business model, and B, you can leverage the tax code. So I think that it's a win-win as far as that goes. And, you know, it's a no-brainer as far as a businessman to want to be inside of the real estate market. And during this recession, you know, stacking cash, having a business, having revenue, you know, actually saving up to get into these investments. I'm not saying save cash only, right? You want to be investing in these time periods, but have cash ready to invest in stuff like this, right? So Goldman Sachs is issuing a housing alert, and, you know, markets like San Jose, markets like Austin, big tech markets, and, you know, they're kind of very much warning people that this is going to happen. I've seen people like Ryan Pineda said, yeah, their property values, they're starting to see decreases. I know people here in South Florida are seeing decreases in their monthly rent. So that is definitely an industry I'm looking to get into. At the beginning of this video now, I hinted at this at the beginning. 2 business models that I recently have gotten into that so far have been, you know, working. I found niches in both of them, and I'll dive into both of these in the future and potentially how you yourself can get involved in these niches and these industries. But I have recently opened up a Shopify dropshipping store, completely hands-off, completely automated. You know, got all the marketing going, got all the products listed, got some partnerships, suppliers, official suppliers, high ticket drop shipping. If you're inside of this thing of ours Discord or inside of the mastermind, you've seen the first couple of sales coming through, you know, a few thousand in sales on some high ticket items. And we're kind of finding that groove, finding that recipe and that niche to not only you know, make some sales, but not have to make a ton of sales on these really crappy low ticket items that, you know, go out of season, like fidget spinners and stuff like that, that are actually going to be sustainable products for the long term. So I've opened up that. We're going to give it a month testing, and then we'll probably bring a video like my first month drop shipping. So we'll definitely go over that. So I have started that. So far, so good and very profitable because of the suppliers that we are working with brand name high ticket products. So we'll talk more about that. I did get into drop shipping, very hands off to start this year. And, you know, we're running all the marketing there. And we'll go over that, like I mentioned, at some point. And I also got into Forex automated trading. Now, Forex automated trading, I can give more info on this as well, but this is definitely serious inquiries only because it's definitely a higher ticket item as well. But the Forex trading algorithm, I've been on it for 7 days, and it's up 15% on my account. It's absolutely unreal numbers, and it doesn't just long the market, it shorts the market too. You know, so I think that, you know, this has been proven over like a 6+, 7+ month time of back testing and using this bot before they had released it anyway. In their 3 months of result, they have an account up 45% on a 200K account. You know, in my account personally, I'm up 15% in a week. So I'm going to also come back on that and talk about how AI trading and Forex algorithms and algorithmic trading is going to, you know, overtake human trading in the future, because I honestly think that. And so far, it's been a great hands-off investment. So Shopify dropshipping, as well as Forex automated trading, are 2 new businesses and investments that I have gotten into to start this year. And I will update over the year on how those go and how those actually do produce me cash flow, and how, you know, I'll go over more on how algorithmic trading, I think, is really going to leave an imprint on the future. So to wrap it up, I'm really heavy into crypto and, you know, continuing to double down, triple down into crypto as Bitcoin probably rallies up to 30,000 here in the short to midterm. You know, stocks like Shopify, Nvidia, Snap, Pinterest, I think, will continue to rally. I'm looking into getting into real estate. And then 2 business models I started recently just to start this year. Because a few months ago, I did a recession game plan. This is the real recession game plan because things are really in place. And, you know, I have my trading account already up 15% in a week off of a Forex algorithm trading bot, as well as, you know, trying to do an automated drop shipping store through Shopify, and see if I can just have some additional business models on the side, you know, producing cash, because, you know, that's the way to go. And that's, you know, if you diversify your assets and have those businesses working for you in the background, That's how you're going to win in this recession. And if you want more information on everything I'm doing, my exact portfolio allocations, my trading signals, businesses that I'm running, things that I'm doing, strategies, marketing, everything like that, I would either advise to pick up this thing of ours, my NFT collection over on OpenSea or on Gigamart. Shout out Elio and shout out what they're doing over there at Superverse. You can either pick up this thing of ours and have all access to the mastermind, or you can join the mastermind for a monthly fee at hustlepedia.io/mastermind. Both of those links will be in the description down below. Let me know your game plan in the recession and things you plan on investing in these times, because the sharks are going to be investing, scooping up those assets whenever the next time comes around, and whenever this recession cycles through. The money's only going to go to the rich. You know, the rich are only going to get richer. So are you going to be a shark like the rich, or are you going to play it conservative? I'm going to be a shark. I'm actively investing into new businesses and new business models and trying to get some property under my belt. Let me know. Like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Links in the description if you want to join the NFT collection or the mastermind. And I will see you guys on the next video. As always, stay hustling. Peace.